125 pounds, 19th ranked Tyson Terukina for North Carolina against the freshman Andrew Binni of Navy. Terukina, the transfer from Iowa State. He beat Aiden Thomas of Northern Colorado 6-2. Decision win after not wrestling at the Southeast Open, where North Carolina began the season. Navy wrestled at the Journeyman Classic last week, and Binni got a whole lot of repetition. Freshman from Western Pennsylvania. Big snap from Terukina, but Binni blocks it. Binni went 2-3 at Journeyman. Wrestled both in duels, and then the round robin. He got the win over Cooper Foster, but then lost to Rutgers' Aiden Smith. Terukina on the go behind. Has the leg, right thigh of Binni wrapped up. Terukina looking around, and he's got 3. First takedown of the match for Tyson Terukina. Binni back to his feet, but Terukina sweeps the leg. No escape point for Andrew Binni. Early on, Tyson Terukina is starting to build up that riding time. Last year at Iowa State, 11-3, but he had multiple injuries throughout his season with the Hawkeyes that costed him a lot of wrestling time. At first, it was a neck injury at the beginning of the season, and then at the Cyclone Open, he suffered a knee injury. That caused him to miss the rest of the year. Wrestler's off the mat for a bit too long, but Binni will have to start on bottom. Terukina's had an up-and-down career. First wrestled in 2020 and qualified for NCAAs at 2021 after finishing 6th at the Big 12 tournament. Already a minute of riding time for Tyson Terukina in the first period. Binni up the quad pod, now to his feet, but a big mat return from Terukina. Eventually off the mat. Binni was going for Terukina's right ankle, trying to break some of that stability from the grad student, originally from Eva Beach, Hawaii. Associate head coach Tony Ramos says he's seen an increased level of focus from Tyson Terukina this season. Binni scrambling towards the edge of the mat, trying to break the wrist lock. And with 5-7 left in the first period, we head back to the center, where Binni remains on bottom. Over 90 seconds of riding time built up from Terukina, who has been the aggressor since the start. Binni rolling over, but won't have time for a reversal. Terukina's choice to start the second, and he'll start down. A couple words of encouragement from Tony Ramos. Always a pleasure to chat with the Tar Heels associate head coach. Rob Cole's right-hand man in Coach Cole's 3rd season leading UNC. Coach Ramos, a former wrestler at Iowa, has some close relationships with members of this Navy staff. Not necessarily Coach Kerry Colat, who was here before Tony Ramos and Rob Cole, but with some of the assistants on the Navy side. Escape for Terukina, 4-0. Coach Ramos close with Navy assistants Barry Davis, Ty Eustace, Midwest guys just like Tony. Barry wrestled at Iowa and then was a fantastic head coach at Wisconsin, the winningest coach in Badger history. And Ty Eustace, a former Iowa wrestler himself. Terukina trying to get to that overtime. So far, have not seen many shots from Andrew Binni. True freshman from Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. Coach Kolat called him a traditionally, fundamentally solid wrestler who's got some sneaky stuff in him as well. Whole lot of hand fighting after the Terukina escape. Early first period takedown. Binni changing levels. And Terukina countering. Terukina working on that 2-on-1. 5 seconds left in the second. And Tyson Terukina heads to the third with a 4-0 lead and a minute 17 of riding time.
Period 3 will begin in the neutral position.
There's a big three from Terukina. Binni, knowing he had to get aggressive, started in neutral. And Terukina went right around on the counter. Terukina cuts him loose. Binni's on the board, but still needs 2 3-point takedowns to tie. No stall calls in this early match, so Terukina can take his time. I'd certainly like to get bonus in the opener. North Carolina got Terukina out of the portal. Coach Ramos saying that he has been an example for the younger guys. Has no problem making weight, does everything right off the mat, even though he's had some struggles in the past. And since this is his last go-around, as Terukina can't get that takedown yet, now he dumps Binni. 10 on the board, and Terukina is in major territory with 30 seconds to go. He's got that riding time point sealed as well. Terukina can comfortably ride Binni out for the rest of the matchup. Round of applause from the rest of the UNC wrestling crew right behind the scorer's table, and the students in attendance as well. Strong start for North Carolina as 19th ranked Tyson Terukina wins a major decision.